Gotta think first. Triads. We can start talking about it with dyads, and I think that's probably fine and good. The main thing is to be able to recite a scale horizontally. So, if I was playing the E minor scale, which is also the G major scale, they're relative minors. The Aeolian is a sixth away from Ionian. So, if I started G major here, Ionian, that was Aeolian, would start on the E. So, these are the same notes that are in the G major scale, but we're playing it over an E bass, which creates a more minor tonality. But again, same scales, or same notes in the same scales. Yes, same notes in the scale. So learn those notes. And of course, one octave higher. So now on the B string, you don't have to start it, where you started the other one, but it is helpful to learn where those are. I just pushed too hard. It's scalloped, And so forth. So, knowing both of those all the way up, it's together. And that's fourths, but there's your common double stop. Together, though, dyads. Two notes, third apart. E, C, for instance, this would be a C major, because major third. G major, again, that major note. Shape-wise, that's pretty easy to see when it's kind of one fret back, and on the next string up, then you'll have a major. If it's down here, it's a minor. So, C major, D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, G major? Yes, G major. Followed by A minor, B minor. So I guess there's kind of four minors, isn't there? Three majors, four minors. Then we're back to C. So. Now, of course, the shapes are going to change if you do it on the G string and the B string because of the tuning difference. You can start out with an E, and or a G major right there, G, B. The next one up would be A minor. So it's just everything that you know from here. Minor is now, you know, up 1 fret there. It's going to look like a major shape. So that might throw you off a little bit, but that does happen. B minor, because B minor is going to stay B minor. And you could do B minor down there again if you want, or B minor up here, B minor here. You know, wherever you want to do B minor, you can do B minor. Sure. Off to C major, D major, E minor, that's F sharp minor, G major, and we start again. I do it that way. I usually... I don't know. I've never played it, but I'll probably figure it out pretty quickly. Hopper, you don't need to play with high tension cables. Anyway, so take that kind of knowledge where you're just doing and play it down here. You know, here's G again for octaves. Those are your dyads. Triads add the fifth to that. So it's hard to do that here unless we're playing it in a way that would be more conducive to single note lines, like we're just adding the fifth to C. So a fifth away from C is G, and if you're on C, it's going to look like it's a fourth down, and it is, but an octave up, oh look, it's still the fifth. So yes, that's diminished, and it's not wrong. Because it's a flat 5 there. So there's other ways to play this, though. You don't have to play it this way. You could play it this way. And again, to me, these are all shapes. This is a kind of a triangle. This is a kind of a triangle. And backwards, an upside down triangle. So I just played this with an alternate fingering. And the roots are still the roots. Root, third, 5, root, third, 5, root, minor, third, 5, root, minor, third, flat 5, root, third, 5, root, minor, third, 5, root, minor, third, 5. You can come up with some neat stuff like that too. But going down one string, we can see more possibilities. So starting with G again. A C major, when you add an A down below it, becomes an A minor. Kind of looks like this. Up an octave. It's just the top half of the chord with the notes kind of consecutively played. Because when we play an A minor chord, we never just... Nope. We play root, 5, octave, there's your 3, there's your 5. There. 1 octave away, of course, is your 5th. You could probably deconstruct these and play them in all sorts of different ways. Like, if I wanted to play this an octave higher, alright, great. There's, for G major. Alright, where's the 5th? D? Where's a D up here that I can play? Ooh. That's a D major. Triad, but, it's very dispersed. So, probably best not to try it. But this, kick it onto that. again, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor. Pretty neat. There are other ways of playing these shapes, and I'll show you that in a minute. E minor. This is fun. F sharp diminished, G major, and then we're right back to where we started, which is A minor. And it can just continue over and over again. Oh, excuse me. And then I would stop it with a G, or here if you wanted to, you know, really. Right. So, each one of these is going to have a corresponding set of inversions, where A, C, and E, A minor, will shift up to its next position, its first inversion. And in this case, it'll be the next note is now going to be on the bottom. So the C is now on the bottom. The E is next instead of being on top. So that's now here. And your bottom note, your A, is now on top. So it shuffles the notes, but it's the same thing. It's still... The next inversion of this is the same again. Just the notes have changed in order. To where now this note, the E, is going to be on top. The A will be next. And finally, your C note will come last. And that's here. This is all A minor. Play along if you want. If you start introducing sevenths now, it's no longer a triad. It's technically a seventh chord. There's no such thing as a quadad. They never did that. You know, they have block monophony, you know, mono, unison notes, and then they have octave, and they have dyads and triads, but they never went quadads. Yeah, and it probably could, because it does sound like you've got a lisp and you're saying crawdads, but that's all right. I'm going to play quadads. No. So this first inversion, second inversion, home. Now, major has the same type of thing, to where I'm going to start with G major now. Well, that's going to be hard to do right there. So let's start G major an octave higher. G, B, D. G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B, D. And we can take it up. First inversion, where the third is on the top, or on the bottom now. And it's the same notes again, just in a shuffled order. First inversion. And that's a triad for that. First inversion would technically be here. Same. So octaves are fun. Unisons are fun. So first inversion would have the B on top. B, D, then G. Then what's next inversion wise? The D will be on top. So, or excuse me. And that's the chord that we're used to seeing for like D, right? Well, G's got one too. Hence this chord right there, that whole thing. You'll notice that this on the top is right there. I shouldn't push so hard. Again, scallops. Yeah, well, I guess I could play it that way. And all it is taking pieces of a chord and rearranging the way the notes are played. That's all. So, other ways of playing dyads. Now, a dyad doesn't have to be a third apart. It could be fifth, which is very triumphant sounding, of course. It could be sixth, which are third an octave lower. So this, your third here. Is this sixth. I think those are really fun to play because you can just kind of cruise along playing thirds and then switch to sixes. Fun stuff. You know, sixes, sevenths if you really wanted to go nuts, you know. Six here, but doesn't quite come out right because, you know, it's a 7. That's one note off. But if you wanted to lead that way, it makes beautiful melodies, right? A minor, A minor, A minor. Down in the low strings, I'm out of tune. Yes, definitely. Just low E. Sorry. Here we go. G major. Now we can do the inversions as well here. So go D next. G. What is that? G, B, D. Okay. Hello, kitty. He's a very cute cat. B. That would be the next. And what would be the next? D, G. Right there. So, inversions, inversions, inversions. And you'll notice this starts off here. G major chord. So this, same stuff. If we were to do minor, we could do it with G as well, or, you know, keeping with tradition, we'll start with A. Next note here. Why would that be major? Wouldn't. Got some thinking to do. A, C, E would be C, E. Yes, it would. A. Sorry. Hopper, stop that. I got a crazy cat in here. So, anyway, A, C, E would now be C, E, A. Would now be E, A, and C, which is here. Nice. And so that really is the story of triads. Again, there are many different ways of playing it. The shapes. That's one triad to another. If I was to try to outline it like a chord progression, because it's blue, you have to kind of slide your your minor third to a major third. I don't know why I always slide there. Lost it. You have to admit the tone's pretty good. Anyway, so that's pretty much the story of triads. I don't know if there's any specific questions that you have for it, but that's kind of how you sort them out. You get your one, find your third. What scale are you in? You know, if you're, what are the notes? Okay. Here's a triad. Here's another one. Here's another one. Just find them in octaves, because that's an easy way out, right? It's going to be the same here. So this root 3 5 will be root 3 5, root 3 5, root 3 5, root 3 5, triumphantly. Let's try that with a pick. Octaves are more fun, and so are fifths. Watch this. Fifth. Back down to that fifth above it. So. I just wrote something. I'm going to call that tune The Mystical Pants. Anyway, if you have any questions at all, and if my cat wants to stop going absolutely bonkers running around the house right now, but he's a cat. He does that. Man, just reach out. Let me know. My old phone number might be back up and running pretty soon. All right. Take it easy. Goodbye.